Good morning, guys. Hope you're good. On today's video, I just wanted to talk you through a quick client case study from my man here, Justin Ingray. So why am I doing this? I'm doing this because a lot of the time you just see on my Instagram profile and my Facebook profile, you'll just see my clients and you'll see their before and after, and maybe a little explanation in the caption, but there's not too much I can do with that in terms of telling you how we did it. So on this video, I want to show you some of the secrets, the methodology, and the systems that we used to ultimately get Justin the fantastic result that he did get, which I'm going to be running you through shortly from there. So anyway, guys, what we're going to be talking through just very briefly, we're going to be talking through his start position and therefore his belief systems as well. We're going to be talking through his struggles, his roadblocks, and ultimately what held him back from getting in shape beforehand and what you might be able to resonate with. We're going to talk through ultimately how I helped Justin and how my team helped Justin. Obviously, we're going to talk through his results, don't you worry about that, and showcase them. And not just the result in terms of the before and after, but a few different things there as well. And then I'm going to talk through the key points that guaranteed his success that you can take and you can implement yourself. So guys, let's get into it. So Justin's starting position. He is a property investor and a mentor. He used to have a normal and active job back in the day before he did this. And look, him being a property investor and a mentor, he takes a hell of a lot on. He's extremely busy. There's a lot of stresses in his life. He has a lot of decisions to make. And the one thing that he doesn't have is an abundance of time. So back in the day when he was, when he did have a normal manual job on site, shall we say, he found it easy to stay in shape because he had more routine. He wakes up at this time, he gets to site at this time, he takes his lunch break at this time, he can go to the gym at this time. He had more routine, and also there was, he was more active in general. And then business took over, and he started telling himself things like, I do not have the time, okay? And the reason he believed this was because he believed that getting in shape meant that he had to live in the gym, he had to do endless cardio, he had to eat a boring and bland diet that took hours and hours and hours of meal prep, and it is just not the case. And I'm going to run you through the new way in a second, guys, as well. So yeah, he also was experiencing low energy, fatigue, and brain fog, which was affecting every area of his life, obviously including his business, because he wasn't at his best, and he was performing on ultimately half performance, if that. He had little to no body confidence, and when he was going on his summer holidays, he really felt this, like someone would take a camera out, his wife would get the camera out to take a photo, for example, and he just wouldn't want to be in front of the camera. And look, he knew needed to do better. He knew he needed to change, and that's why he reached out to me. So yeah, the roadblock summed up, all or nothing mindset. So he believes he has to go all in and do absolutely crazy diets, things like 75-day hard, cut out all of his favorite foods, all of that kind of stuff, or just not do it at all. Time, he's just lacking time because of how busy he is as a property investor and business mentor. If any of you know Justin, you know that's very much true. And then the final one is that the weekends would derail his progress. So he might be good Monday to Friday with his nutrition and his training, and then the weekends would come along and they would derail his progress. And I'm going to run you through an exact fix on that if you are a bit of a weekend warrior. By the way, I'd probably class myself as that type of person as well. Monday to Friday, find it pretty damn easy, but at weekends I want to spend some time with my wife. I want to go play golf with the guys, and that always includes some type of food and stuff. So I'm going to run you through how to manage that in a second. So how did we help? So number one is we molded the program around his life. I do not expect Justin, and I do not expect any of my clients just to fit into a plan. It's not a cookie cutter process. It's not copy and paste. There's no hard and fast rules. So you see these diets all over the internet, all over social media, that are, you have to do this. You have to cut out carbohydrates. You have to give up your favorite foods. You have to count every calorie. Look, there's no right or wrong ways. The truth is individual to the person. So we molded the program around Justin's life. I didn't expect him just to fit it into a plan. And that way, it makes it a lot easier for Justin to actually get the job done, because it feels like he's not swimming against the tide or walking through treacle, whatever analogy you want to use. So every single day, we kind of found very quickly that it was really important for Justin to have his favourite foods in his diet. So we made sure that he ate his favourite foods every day. One of those being was a bacon and egg sandwich in the morning. And that was like his thing that he needed in there. So we created him a version of that was going to fit into his diet, that was going to ensure that he got high protein, got some good micronutrients in there as well. So every single day, bacon and egg sandwich of some kind was in there for Justin. We didn't start with extremes. Again, this would promote the all or nothing mindset. So if Justin came on board knowing what I knew, and he's kind of this serial yo-yo dieter who keeps on trying to get in shape and failing and then ended back at square one. If I then said, okay, we're going to go all in, I'm going to drop your calories down to 1700, you're going to cut out all your carbohydrates, you're not going to have any of your favorite foods, you're going to be spending all your time doing endless cardio, all of those type of things. I can tell you now, within 4 to 8 weeks, Justin would end up back at square one. So that is exactly why we didn't do that and why we set it up in this fashion. And then finally, we showed Justin our flexible freedom formula to get in shape and stay in shape, which I'm going to run you through in 1 second. Now, this is really important, staying in shape as well. We don't just want to get our clients in shape, we want to have them stay in shape as well. And I'm going to run you through the result of Justin go with that shortly. So this is a very, very basic representation and premise of the flexible freedom formula for dieting. And then I'm going to run you through for maintaining after. So the flexible freedom formula allows us to diet in a way that works for our life, okay? So if we think of calorie counting, right? And calories, by the way, or a calorie deficit is the premise of every single diet, is how every diet works, okay? Whether you go on keto, whether you go on carnivore, and you're looking to lose body fat, if you're losing body fat, it's because you're in a calorie deficit. So really put simply, let's say someone needs 2,000 calories per day to be in a deficit and to lose, let's say 1 kilo per week, right? Or 1% of their body weight per week. So 2,000 calories. Now the old way is sticking to 2,000 calories every single day, which is these grey blocks here: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Food is exactly the same. There's no real change. It gets a little boring. You're doing the same thing repetitively every single day, just eating 2,000 calories. Now, a lot of people, especially business owners, find this very tiring because your lives are you want a rest, number one, probably at the weekend, again, whether that's with wife, family, friends, whatever it might be. And then number two, you have networking events. And networking events typically contain some food, maybe some alcohol. They might, you might be meeting, for example, in Justin's case, it might be meeting investors for lunch to talk over deals. Now, it's really important that we kind of take that into context. So the optimized way, and this is a very, very basic representation of this. There's a lot more detail that we can go into, but obviously I want to keep it short and sweet and also just make sure that you've got value to walk away with, is to actually have it far more flexible in terms of the calories that you're consuming. So if we think about 2,000 calories per day, that's 14,000 over the course of a week, okay? And that's what I want you to think of it. It's the same with like budgeting money. If you had a budget of £1,000 a week, you wouldn't spend the exact same Monday through to Sunday. You would budget it for different days when you're doing different things. You can think about that with your calories, okay? So this visual representation here just shows, okay, 14,000 calories per week, but we're going to do 1,800 Monday through to Friday and Sunday, and then one day at 3,200. We've still got to the same amount of calories, but it gives you that freedom to have a higher day. Now, where a lot of people go wrong, like Justin was going wrong, if I come back here, wherever I put it, the weekends would derail his progress because ultimately he'd stick to his diet, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. And then one day of the week, something would happen and all of a sudden he's up at 3,500, 4,000 because he's going out, he's having drinks, he's eating out with investors, so on and so forth. So the point of this is to actually just go, okay, that is part of my life, and let's take that into context and let's make sure that we can actually use that and utilize that to diet successfully. And you'll find this is actually a really nice physical break from the body from dieting. It's a really nice mental break from dieting, and it can make you feel like you're not dieting at all. So really, really important. Now, there's a stark difference here between this and a cheat day. Please don't think that I'm telling you to take cheat days. Cheat days don't exist. If you whisper to your food and say you're a cheat meal, the calories are still there. They still count. We have to take it into context. Okay, guys? The flexible freedom formula, ongoing. Okay, so learning how to maintain. So this is the end goal. This graph I just took you through is brilliant in terms of actually dieting down, but there is still a big element of restriction there. Of course, if you want to lose body fat, there is going to be restriction. I'll be completely upfront and honest and tell you that, right? But the goal is not to diet forever. The goal is to diet for a short period of time. That might be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, depending on where your start position is. But then after, where most people go wrong, 98% of people that lose body fat put it on within 2 years, by the way. So this is where most people go wrong. And this is what the Flexible Freedom Formula gives you. It gives you results for life. It makes sure that we can maintain our results for life as well. Without calorie counting, for the rest of your life. Just for reference, I'm on a bit of a diet as we speak right now, but for the past 3 years, I haven't counted a calorie. I've eaten very intuitively. Without following a meal plan, without sacrificing your social life and your business life, without it impacting your business, and actually with it positively impacting your business, which I'm going to go through in a second, and without spending your life in the gym. Does that sound good? I think it sounds pretty good. So that is the real end goal. So the roadmap for Justin, he started at 79 kilograms. We did a hard cut to strip the body fat. Again, there was a decent element of restriction here. It was tough. It was hard. I'm never going to say that it's not hard work. We recomped his body composition massively, which I'm going to show you some photos shortly. We completed a photo shoot, which Justin was very, very proud of. It's not mandatory by any stretch. He completed a reverse diet to avoid that yo-yo, to make sure that he doesn't go straight out. And then completed the flexible freedom phase that I've just talked you through as well. There is 2 more phases that we like to put our clients through, and Justin has done them all. Next is the performance phase. So this is where we pick some performance-related goals, and that could be performance-related goals to something physical, like doing a marathon, half marathon, or it could be performance-related to your business in terms of how you show up in your business, your energy, your focus, your productivity, the amount of work that you're getting done, the amount of time things are taking, all of that type of stuff. And then finally, the final phase is the 1% human, and this is when you're completing the program, and we say, look, it's probably beneficial if you go by yourself now, you don't need me anymore. And that is where Justin has completed. And when I say 1% human, it's not what we mean by that is someone that is physically fit, that feels amazing, looks amazing, has their dream body, has health, has wealth, and is performing at their absolute best in their business. And they're basically the person that they want to be. Not many people are there. So the results, he stripped 14 kilograms, 2 stone of body fat, outrageous body transformation. He learned how to keep his results good. He had supercharged energy. His focus and productivity was better than ever, and therefore his performances in his business was better than ever, and therefore his business grew substantially. It really did over that period of time that we were working together. Look, I'm not a business coach by any stretch of the imagination, but I know how to get humans performing at their absolute best. And he completed his first running event. He did a couple of half marathons here. So these are the results that Justin saw. As you can see here, he has gone from kind of chubby and unconfident to being this lean, mean, athletic machine. And again, there's I put in the professional ones, and then I put in some non-professional ones as well for comparison for you guys. And also completed a half marathon in an extremely good time for his first half, which was super impressive. I can't actually remember the exact time. It was around 1:45. Sorry if I've got it wrong, Justin. You're actually quicker than that. So his testimonial, I just wanted to, from the horse's mouth, for him to be able to tell you. I was going to play a video here, but I'll just read it out myself. Justin said, I was in a bad place before meeting Archie. I now feel so much more confident, happier, and far more productive in my business. Archie makes it simple for me. The main thing is it's sustainable, and he is there with me every step of the way, checking in and making sure that I'm staying accountable. How you do anything is how you do everything. I remember that quote from Justin. It was the first thing that he said to me when I jumped on a call with him. He was like, I need to sort this out because I know I'm not performing at my best because I'm not being at my best. So the key points to take away, guys. We gave Justin the highest level of support, guidance, and accountability. His life is hectic, chaotic, and it's filled with enough decisions for him on a daily basis. So we took away the thinking for him, so he didn't have to think about a thing. All he had to do was implement. Before starting, Justin thought that getting in shape meant that eating boring, bland chicken, broccoli, and rice every day. And we showed Justin a new way of doing things. We showed him the flexible freedom formula to make sure that he get in shape, stay in shape whilst eating his favourite foods and without spending a ridiculous amount of time in the gym. And then commitment. Like I say, there are no two ways about this. Justin was committed to his health and fitness journey, and he made a decision to reach out to me. He made a decision to invest in himself. He made a decision to put his money where his mouth is and make sure that he could make the change that he wanted to for good this time, okay? To not only just join the program and to ultimately invest some money into and time and effort, but also to turn up for himself and really put the effort in as well, guys. So finally, do you want results like Justin? You could complete the form that is linked below, so it will be below where I post this, whether this is on, whether you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, so on and so forth. I will post it below. That'll have some information on our programs, or you can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. Please just use the word Justin, so I know that you come from this video. That'll be super, super helpful. And yeah, I would love to have a chat or conversation with you. Just for reference, really quickly. The next steps would be we have a quick conversation. I actually see if I can help you to start with, and if we would be a good fit to work together. And that'll just be quickly via messages. If so, we will then move on to a sort of full consultation where we'll find out your roadblocks, your struggles, what's holding you back. I will audit your lifestyle for you and point out the 1 to 5 things that really need to change on that call, and put together a game plan call for you. If at the end of that call you love what you hear and we both believe we're a great fit to work together, and you want to kind of undergo the game plan I've put out for you, then brilliant, we get the ball rolling. If not, no stress. We will make sure that we give you some value to walk away with anyway. So guys, I hope that was useful. If you have any questions for me, just give me a shout. I look forward to catching up, and I will speak to you soon. Peace out.